I get this question asked a lot, and it's not something that I've personally experienced a lot. I've had trouble responding to this question, but I sat down last night and I really thought about how can someone deal with unsupportive parents. This is just my own advice. It's not a guide that's gonna literally make your life better. It's just some tips and some advice I can give to you and just provide for you. If you agree with me, that's cool. If you don't agree with me, that's also cool. But I really want to try to help people who are going through this, because I hear it a lot and fucking sucks having to deal with unsupportive family members or friends or something when you're trying to transition. The first thing I'm going to tell you is surround yourself with people who do love you and accept you for who you are. You need to surround yourself with these people because they're going to just make you feel so much more confident and so much better about yourself, and they're going to lift you up instead of pulling you down. Because unsupportive family members and friends, they're going to pull you down, of course, because they don't support you, so that only makes sense. But when you have acceptance around you, you learn how much you're worth and you take it and you understand it. I just believe that if you're surrounded with positivity, it's gonna be positivity all around you. If you're surrounded by negativity, it's gonna be all negative. You're gonna be upset and stuff. So really, really try to find those people, whether they're your friends or your brothers or sisters or whoever. So if you are young and you don't live on your own and you're living with your parents and your parents are unsupportive and they don't like the idea of it and they just hate everything about it, there's only so much you can do when you're living in your parents' household, because it's your parents, and you need to stay safe. I don't know anyone's household. I don't know how anyone's parents who are watching this, I don't know how they are, so I can't speak for everyone. So your parents might just strictly no, and they'll never accept it. But there are some parents who do eventually come around, whether it takes a week or it takes 3 years. It depends. I'm not a parent, but I know that it's very, very hard for them to absorb this information and understand it, especially if they've grown up being homophobic or transphobic, or just if they've never experienced it, it's scary for them. And that's just my opinion. I feel like they're scared, they don't understand it. And when you don't understand something and you're scared of it, people tend to just steer away from it and they won't listen to it and stuff like that. But if you really work with your parents, acceptance is a two-way street. You have to respect them for them to respect you, and they need to respect you for you to respect them. So if you're coming at them angry, so angry that they don't accept you, and you're just being totally rude and lashing out and you guys are just arguing, anger's not going to solve anything. You need to give them time, and you need to try to help them understand, and that's all you can do. And at the end of the day, if you've been nice about it for years and you've been really or months, and you've been trying to come out to them and you're explaining to them and you're giving them totally great information, and it's going to take more than once. It usually takes more than once for people to understand, and that's all you can do. And if they still don't want to support you after you've been nice and you've just been giving it your all and trying to help them understand, and they just won't see past it, so sometimes you have to wait it out. I don't know if my advice is the best, but I'm trying to give advice that makes sense, that's rational, that doesn't say, oh, move out with your friends and do what the fuck you want. I mean, if you can do that, go ahead if you hate your parents. Sometimes you have to hold off on things. Sometimes you might have to wait till you're 18 or you go to college or something to actually fully transition and take the hormones you want to take or get the surgeries you want to have, because your parents living under their unsupportive roof aren't going to let you do that. And I don't think that you can just go ahead and do it with them not wanting you to do it because you live there. It's kind of it's a really, really sticky situation, and it's hard for me to speak on it because I know when I came out to my mom, it took a long time for me to explain it to her and for her to understand, but eventually she started understanding and she started, she accepted me. It takes time for some people. It's not going to be just snap your fingers, oh, you're trans, that's great. I mean, for some people it might be that's fucking amazing, but not for everyone. Parents and family might feel guilty. They might feel like it's their fault that you're trans, and they might be lashing out on you saying what did I do wrong, blah, 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 stuff like that. That's not true. That's not true at all. They didn't raise you a certain way for you to be trans. It just happens. Trans people are 0.3% of the population. That's literally not a lot of people. So of course they're not really gonna understand it, and they're gonna think they did something wrong if your kid is part of that 0.3% of the fucking 7 billion people in the world or whatever. So it's hard for family to really understand. I feel like before you do anything, you really have to accept yourself, and I say this a lot. Before you do anything, before you come out to anyone, before you say anything to anyone, you need to be very sure about who you are. And another note on the unsupportive family thing, if your parents don't support you and they're not letting you take hormones or do stuff like that, what I would do is kind of do everything that's gender neutral, like the clothes and stuff. If you want to transition and your family just literally won't, try to just do gender neutral stuff like the clothes and the haircut and stuff like that, because that's all you can do when when you have to deal with this and when people won't let you be who you truly are. I've had unsupportive family, and it does suck. It's something that people have to go through. The last thing I'm gonna say is, if someone does truly love you as a person, and they want to see you happy, they're gonna accept you. And that might sound like I'm saying they don't love you if they don't accept you. I kind of agree with that statement. Some people might not agree with it, but I feel like if you really do love someone and you really stand by someone's side, you're gonna support them through what they're going through. And eventually people will come around. It takes time for some people. It takes years sometimes. It takes months, it takes years. If that's something you're struggling with right now, honestly, please give it time. And if time is not enough for that person, then it's your life, so don't let other people dictate what you want to do in the future. I really hope that helps you if you guys are going through struggles. If you do have any more comments or anything to say about this video or questions, you can ask me below. I'll answer them because I try to answer you guys all the time. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.